a superhero for any principal, but the principal of Townsend Elementary right here in Vandercook. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So nice to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for starting your week with us.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
How is life at Townsend?
It's good. It's good. We're excited with the warm weather. You know, kids got to be outside this weekend, so the energy was very full this morning. And as it gets nicer, we can be outside more. So it's great.
Now
Nice.
you guys, it's kindergarten Roundup season.
It is.
And you guys have one on the 21st.
We do. We're so excited. You know, with COVID, we've had to really adjust what kindergarten Roundup has looked like the last 2 years. So we're very excited to get to, I don't want to say a more normal, but a more normal where the parents
you can say it.
Yeah,
please.
okay. where the parents get to come into the building and see the classrooms and see the school, and we haven't been able to do that for a while. So it's very exciting. This is our dynamic team right up here, and they work so well together. They have so much fun with the kids. Our Roundup is going to be not a sit and get like we've done in the past where the parents listen and the kids get to, we want the families to have fun, and so we're going to have activities for everyone to stay active, as well as get information. We'll have some community resources there for parents, some kindergarten readiness activities that kids get to take home, books, of course, treats. It's just going to be so much fun. We're very excited.
I didn't even think about how difficult that would have been because our kids were in school. As difficult as COVID was, imagine sending them off to kindergarten if you'd never been in the classroom, or that would have been a challenge.
With masks too, right?
Yeah,
with masks.
yeah.
So imagine a parent, your first child, not being able to go into the classrooms and see where your child's going to spend most of the day. And so that was quite a challenge the last 2 years. And not even, normally the first week of school, we let the parents walk them to the classrooms and say goodbye and talk to the teachers, and it just wasn't feasible these last few years. So we're so excited that, we're getting back to that where the parents can be involved more, which is what we want.
How did you handle that? Because I know at every school for the first few weeks you have kids crying,
few tears. We definitely have such an amazing staff that everybody, when you walk in our building, the teachers are in the hallways greeting all children. And so even, if we see one who looks nervous, we're going to come and help. There are a few tears. Yeah. More for the parents.
I was going to say, it might be harder.
That's what I actually was talking about.
We give them hugs too and tell them it's going to be okay. We utilize our social media a lot and put a lot out there so that parents can see what's going on in the classrooms, which has helped a lot.
How has kindergarten changed, even just since you've been in education?
Oh my goodness.
Are there carpet squares still?
There are. Well, we have bubbles and numbers, not just squares. Okay. So we utilize some numbers more. It's still very interactive, play-based learning. We love to do that, but of course there's center rotations this time, and kids are really learning independence at this early age, as well as cooperative learning with their groups. This is some of our darling kindergartners this year.
Oh, look at the Jayhawk. I bet the kids love that.
Love the Jayhawk. And they're just,
that's a good
if I'm having a bad day, I just go down into their classrooms because they are just so wonderful and full of energy.
Oh my gosh,
okay,
unicorn.
So there's a story.
Holy
we
smokes.
have unicorns at Townsend for parents. The next pictures are our reading month. We, Mrs. Manor, the assistant principal, and I love to have some fun as well as with the kindergarten teachers. And for reading month this year, we promised the whole school if they read all month, Mrs. Manor would ride a unicorn, and Miss Stanley would get to be turned into a human ice cream sundae.
I was going to say, wow, what a sport you are.
So the whole school, I don't know if I'll do it again.
Oh, you wore plastic over.
Okay, but it didn't work. Someone give me a poncho. It took about 3 shampoos to get all the sprinkles out of my hair. But I tell you what,
my stars.
It was worth it. The kids worked, even our kindergartners, they all worked together as a school to beat Miss Stanley, Miss Manor. It was such a fun month. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next year, but it's going to be just as fun.
How did you get home that day?
It was a well thought out process. There was lots of towels. Yeah, it was a sticky situation, but we managed.
It's so cool to create something like that where the whole school gets so interactive and becomes a team, even if it is to embarrass the principal, but it's because they love you and want to, laugh and giggle with you.
I think what's great about, one of the great things about Townsend, and when I moved to Jackson, I sought out a smaller school because of the intimacy you get when your children are in the building.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your kids.
Yeah.
So, when kids walk in the building, Mrs. Manners at the back door greeting, I'm in the back, we know everybody's names.
Yeah.
All 400 of our students, we love you, we care about you, we know our families. And so when you bring your kids into our school, they're our kids and we take care of them. And even I had a 6th grader just last week ask me, Miss Stanley, when can I call you by your first name? Oh! And I said, when you graduate high school.
Oh my goodness.
He says, you're not going to know me then. I said, bet. I will, because just because you leave my building doesn't mean that I don't care about them at top. So, it's just, we're a family and a community, and I love my school.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
I don't think I've ever called one of my former teachers by their first name.
No, me neither. I don't think they would
No,
either. But
no, you can't. I'm working with one now in a professional setting, and he keeps saying, "Call me Greg," and I'm like, I can't.
You can't. I'm the same way. You can't.
Well, kudos to you and your staff for overcoming, the challenges over the past few years and really creating a center for safety and comfort for these kids and for your community. We talked about kindergarten Roundup. What if other kids have either moved to the area or maybe are in a neighboring school and want to think about utilizing school of choice? How does that work?
Want to change?
Yeah,
absolutely. So one more thing about kindergarten Roundup, we have a Head Start program as well. So parents who have 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds can also bring their darlings into our school, and we have preschool, preschool program as well in our building. So students as young as 3 can be in our building learning from an early age. And then for older families, or older families with students. They can go right on our website at vandyschools.org, on Townsend's website, and there's a school of choice form right there. You click the link, it gets sent to our secretaries, and we start the process.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very, very easy. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So you were talking about what's going on in kindergarten. Kindergarten, you said play-based, but it is, I don't know if I want to say harder, but those kindergartners are smart as a whip when they come out of there.
It's so different. I went for a half day.
Yes.
4 days a week.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't think I even talked to another kid.
They are.
It's so different.
It's so interesting because all they want to do is share what they're learning with you.
Yeah.
And they just want to talk to you and show off. They want to tell us, I can count to 100. I'm like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
And then they do it, and we celebrate, and they're so smart, and the teachers work so well with every student's needs. Because at kindergarten, it's across the board.
Yeah.
And our teachers work so great to individualize, their instruction so that every student is getting met where their needs are. So
that's awesome.
it is.
And now that ice cream is open in Vandercook Lake, you can get an ice cream before you head over to the kindergarten Roundup.
That's right. Hey, no complaints.
No.
Yeah. I'll be there for sure.
So what other fun things do you have planned for this next coming school year? What is it that students will enjoy about attending Townsend?
I mean, other than the amazing staff that
Other
welcomes
than
you
the
in
wonderful
morning.
staff.
We have next year, like I said, when we get into COVID pending, we're excited to have more family engagement activities.
Yeah.
We want to have our family dance, and our fall festival is one of our biggest activities that we do as a school. Christmas is always fun in our building. Halloween's the biggest one. It's even bigger than Christmas.
Wow.
But allowing the parents back in and
Yes.
celebrating with us together and just having fun is important because, we work hard, but we want to play hard as well. And, the end of the year, I think there's hopefully some end of the year celebrations with some friendly staff versus older kids competitions. We're starting to plot and plan for the end of the year already, so it'll be exciting.
What's it like at the end of the year with the kindergartners? Is it amazing how the development?
It's sad.
Yeah.
Lots of tears because
Yeah.
you reflect upon when they walked in and how young they were versus where they're leaving and they're going to be first graders. And so there is a lot of tears from the staff and the teachers. And but it's awesome to watch them grow. Even not just kindergartners, but everybody. It's very enjoyable to see the growth that happens.
Very
it must
cool.
be so rewarding.
It
Very
is.
cool. So April 21st, it's kindergarten roundup at Townsend Elementary, and it's going to be a party. Chicka chicka boom boom. Time to go to school soon.
Oh yeah, gotta have a theme.
I
Jamie
love it.
Stanley from Townsend, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a
Appreciate
great
it.
day.
We'll be right back. More of the morning show after this.